In the last episode of the Animal Intuitive Show, I talked about President Biden's dog, Major, and he'd had a couple of incidents of biting, and I talked about how animal communication could help Major and your dog and my dog. Now that it's spring, it's kind of that time of year when we launch into new training routines with our dogs. In this episode, stay tuned because we're going to be learning some acupressure points that can also help our pets to have some additional clarity and focus, concentration when we're doing training with them.
Come on, all you doggies, won't you walk with me? I'm the puppet dog.
My channel is about animal communication, natural pet care, and I also have interviews with experts in the fields of animal care and advocacy. You can skip ahead in this video if you'd like to because it is time-stamped, but if you want to see a couple points that you can do first to prepare yourself to do training with your dog, the first point I'm going to show you is conception vessel. Conception vessel is really good just for grounding. It's, you know, you're about to go into a training session and you need to just kind of bring your energy down, take a deep breath, hold it for just a second, and then just exhale. Do that a few times and just to begin to envision what you want to come out of this session. Be aware that animals do receive information through images and through feeling, and I can guarantee you that your animals are picking up so much of what you are thinking and feeling. So this is actually a wonderful technique to do a little bit of animal communication and help your animal to see, okay, this is what I want from you as far as this training goes. Another really good thing you can do is press the sides of your hand, the outsides of your hands together in sort of this karate chop, and this is for the small intestine meridian. The reason this is good is because it helps with letting go, releasing, and this is of course traditional Chinese medicine that has these theories about the meridians, and this is going to help to prepare you for this session with your dog, because you're going to just, if there's anything that you have on your mind that might be of a negative nature or just burdensome or you know, thoughts that may not be the most helpful during the training session, this is a great point to just press on. And you might even have seen this in EFT tapping. Sometimes we do this, and also this point as well. If you do find this video to be helpful in any way, please do subscribe to the channel. I have weekly episodes, and it helps to get these videos out to other people and their pets who might benefit from them. The first thing we want to do is set the stage for your acupressure session with your pet. It's always a good idea to take some deep breaths, do some slow exhalation before you begin, and envision in your mind what you would like to happen. That you're going to be doing some acupressure on your animal, and it's going to go great when you begin to do some training. Doing this is going to help both you and your pet. The first thing you do to begin your acupressure session is 3 strokes along the length of your pet's body with that intention. And this sets the stage for the animal and for yourself. It shows that things are about to shift, you're doing something with focus, and establishes that human-animal connection. Yin Tang is a wonderful point for training because if an animal is distracted, anxious, or hyperactive, Yin Tang helps to draw their focus into what they're supposed to be doing. Yin Tang is located in the midline of the dog's head, just below the level of the eyes. Place the soft tip of your thumb on the acupoint using a light pressure. For smaller dogs, it may be easier to use your index finger instead of your thumb, and sometimes what we do is we put our middle finger on top of our index finger and it forms a little tent. When I did this recording with Kane, it was easier for me just to use my index finger, so just do whatever works best for you. Stay on each acupoint doing some gentle circles for a slow count of about 20 to 30, and then move on to the next point. You may notice before you finish counting that your animal does something that indicates they're finished with a point. that their energy has shifted, such as yawning, licking, stretching, rolling, or even walking away. For an animal that tends to be overly fixated on something that is not what you want them to be doing, so for instance, maybe fixated on another dog. The next point is the Yin Tang Point. This point has the opposite effect of the Yin Tang Point, in that the Yin Tang Point gets the dog's focus when they're distracted, but the Yang Tang Point diffuses that intense focus so that they can focus on the training. You can locate Yang Tang by tracing a short line back from the outer corner of the animal's eye until you find a soft spot that's right above what's referred to as the zygomatic arch, or what feels like the top point of the cheekbone. It is not as far back as the temples. And once again, you can move your finger in a gentle clockwise circular motion at a slow count of 20 to 30. One of the most used acupoints is stomach 36, which is also referred to as Zeus Sun Li. It is also known as leg 3 miles, and it gets that name because it allowed Chinese soldiers to go another 3 miles in their marches. Please be aware that this point is contraindicated in pregnancy. This point is very important because it helps with many different systems of the body. It is a wonderful point to help to ease knee pain, hind limb weakness, to reduce lethargy and increase energy. It also helps to relieve anxiety and promote centering, and it is also the master point for the gastrointestinal tract. Find this point by tracing down to the bottom of the knee. Right below the knee, you're going to feel the tibia crest. So the part of that bone that just kind of comes out like a little crest. And then you're going to go slightly over to the outside of the leg where you're going to feel a little indentation. And then you can just go in a little gentle clockwise direction, just being aware that sometimes this is a sensitive point, so the animal might react a little bit. So just make sure you kind of test it out, start out very gentle. I do have links below, both for Tallgrass Animal Acupressure Institute, which is where I went to school for acupressure, and also for my website, intuitivetouchanimalcare.com, and some free things I have on there are linked, or you can just go to the website. I am an animal communicator. I do distance sessions and teaching animal communication, both private and in group, at a distance as well, and acupressure, massage, energy work, essential oils, and CBDs. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.
Rub my belly, rub my belly, rub my belly, my belly.